So we mentioned circular economy, and here we get a glimpse of it. Again, very brief. I'm not going to go into details because the chapter is full of words which are worth reading. It's not like I'm skipping them because I'm suggesting they are not worth reading. It's just that for this brief introduction, it's hard to summarize them. So I'll just take the easy way out and just give you brief introductions. Towards regional circular economies, greening the university canteen by sustainability innovation labs. So you have the sustainability lab campus itself as a sustainability lab, a living lab for sustainability, and so on. Then you have sustainability innovation labs, which are focused on increasing the curricular activities as well as project activities and innovations to close the gaps in the implementations. And circular economy is a very good concept to implement, at least in one particular direction, and this is about greening the university canteen. The paper represents the approach taken in order to interconnect university, campus, and canteen development. How can integrated regional development and a regional circular economy be supported by interlinking students' professionalization with interconnecting regional stakeholders? The project, funded by the German National Sustainability Council, I'm having trouble with the computer crashing on me, which is really annoying. I'll edit it, but we'll continue after making sure that it's still recording. So it goes off. I have to restart the computer, but the recording keeps going, so really annoying. Happened with some restart and update. So every time Microsoft updates its operating system, the laptops begin to act funny. So you think they're in the business for so many decades and they would have figured out how to remove the bugs before releasing the versions. But the main problem is always that the people who are doing these systems, operation systems, upkeep and updating, have all the good intentions in mind, but they are not users, so they are not testing it in the way that the users may use actually the system that they are building. So anyway, with that little lecture, pontification, the National Sustainability Council pursues the goal of greening university canteen by adopting a participatory and interactive approach of innovation labs organized by organizational education students and realized with the relevant stakeholders and potential partners of the regional nutrition cycle. So let me just open up the book on the side here, which is not best practice to look away, but nonetheless I will try to highlight a couple of points instead of just leaving them hanging with just the abstract. But hopefully the abstract will get you excited enough that you will go back and try to read the whole thing if you're interested. Alright, so the book is long, so I'm trying to go through here, and here I am with the relevant chapter coming up soon. Mexican higher education, and here we are with net zero waste. We already finished. Lots of tables in that chapter that I did not show. So here in this chapter on greening the university canteen, it's all words. What are the words? So there is, of course, why care? Engaging and experimenting in sustainability innovation learning, which is, very nice, but lots of words. The Innovation Lab Sustainable University Canteen 2015, learning from a first prototype's potentials and limitations. So lots of words. Innovation Lab Series Sustainable University Canteen 2018-19, theorizing, professionalizing, still experimenting. So again, lots of nice lessons. The circular economy as a new paradigm of sustainability. You can read this I didn't include it because it's something I'll cover elsewhere. Connecting innovation labs, circular economy, and students' professionalization, a discourse methodological framework. So it's all discourse when it is so many words with no tables, no capturing figures, then it's a kind of, you know, I don't want to keep reading. Anyway, towards regional cooperation, co-creation and strategy development, engaging the regional cycle of sustainable nutrition. Okay, again, no figures. Analyzing the cycle of multi-stakeholder rationalities, so that when you have many players, each with their own perspective, motive, and some may not be able to really, or some may not be really in it to solve the problem, but to see how they can meet the compliance requirements without doing all the work. Greening the university canteen, prototypes and preliminary results. Again, lots of words. I couldn't summarize it in a meaningful way. Outlook, analyzing professionalization and strategizing into the national level. So how to go from the on-campus sustainability innovation labs to national implementations of circular economy in the nutrition and food business. Okay, so can we read anything? I will just for fun read the very last chapter of the long chapter. As we have seen, based on our ongoing project, achieve professionalization of students' regional circular economy and scalable model for learning organizational education for sustainable development, as well as transfer and diffusion, might become a concrete utopia to be followed up. In Foucauldian notion, stakeholders and promoters of this project can see a heterotopia rising, as there is no other space than Earth we share and the discourses we live in. So really kind of a wordy chapter with fancy words as well, so I'm not going to spend more time on it. We'll come back and look at students' opinion about Green Campus initiatives, a South American university case study. So we saw one before where students self-evaluated on their completion of education by looking at all dimensions that we had defined for analyzing the outcomes, and they gave good grades to some grades in terms of their sustainability, their own sustainability in the course, and some were considered just okay and not sustainable. So the overall result was not so great. So getting a temperature from the students of how great the sustainability program actually is always useful. Okay, we'll come back and look at that.